and welcome to Guard and the Idiot Squad. And today we are playing a deck which I am now going to title Artifact Party. And I realize I spelled Artifact Party wrong, but that's fine, because today we are going to be playing a deck that I actually got inspired by recently. It was in the Zendikar event that happened about a few days ago. That it was a deck that had no colors in it whatsoever, but it was running a bunch of Ugins, a bunch of Karns, a bunch of Meteor Golems, a bunch of non-colored land. Basically, it was just running the absolute pinnacle of what it needed to run. So I actually changed out a few things in that deck. First of all, I decreased the land count, which is going to be iffy in some games, but I think because of all of our ramp with Guardian Isle, Mind Stone, we got Hedron Archive. I think with all this ramp, we don't really need that many lands. So we actually are running 21 lands, I think is our final result. Yeah, we are running 21 lands. Now, with all this Guardian Isle, Mind Stone, Hedron action just helping us ramp, what did I actually change about this deck? So for starters, I threw out a card, the Dreamstone Hedron. This was originally in that Zendikar deck, and by the time you get to 6 mana, you should be playing something that does not tap for 3 mana. So, instead, what I replaced it with is Spark Hunter Manticore. If we draw, like, say, too many lands, or we draw a ramp spell when we don't need a ramp spell, this is a card that can deal with Planeswalkers and not get affected by Planeswalkers. So it's a card that can stick on the board longer. We are also running 4 Juggernauts. The Juggernauts are iffy. If you want to, I would replace them, but I don't know which card to do it, because the Juggernauts are actually a really good way to force my opponent to block, because in some cases this becomes a 7/5 that can't be blocked by walls and has to attack each turn. So it's a good source of removal. We put in 2 Karns, Scion of Urza, instead of the 4, because we're not going to rely on this Karn so much. We're only going to be focusing on the -2, because all of our deck is artifacts. So creating a 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token that cares about the number of artifacts on our field is actually perfect. The main one we're going to be concerned on, though, is Karn, the Great Creator. It helps our opponents who are playing colorless decks to stop playing colorless decks by forcing them to tap their own mana instead of their Mind Stones and Hedron Archives. But it also lets us grab a card from outside the game that can help us in a moment. And I'll get into the cards that I chose in the sideboard after a few minutes. I put 3 Forsaken Monuments in the main board. The 4th one is in Karn's sideboard. So, this is just to help us with those decks that hit fast and hit hard. This helps us gain enough life to survive the next attack and keep up our game plan. We got 3 Ugins the Infallible. This is because I realized that 4 was too much. We don't need him that often. But 3 is good because we can destroy permanents that become an issue. And we can have permanent blockers. And with Forsaken Monument, they become 4/4s. I put 3 Meteor Golems in the deck. This is only because a lot of the opponents have stuff that really hurt us. So a card like Meteor Golem actually really benefits this deck. And it gets rid of a lot of Nissas and stuff like that. We got 2 Ugin Spirit Dragons. This is because if you put 4 in a deck, you're going to probably draw it more often. But the problem with that is, let's say sometimes this deck gets land stalled. That would be a worse time to grab it. Because then you have an 8/8, an 8/8. I mean, you got an 8 cost card, an 8 cost card, an 8 cost card, an 8 cost card that you can't cast. We got 4 Stone Coil Serpents. This is just for if we're like either A, we got so much mana left over that we can just keep going. So Stone Coil Serpent takes up all that mana and puts it all in there. Or B, the other thing that makes this important is it's a good 1-drop in case we need it. For instance, if we're going up against aggressive deck, putting this out for just a blocker helps us in the long run. We have 3 Blast Zones. This helps us with removal. We have 4 Buried Ruin. Later in the game, we can sacrifice this card to pull out a card in our a artifact card in our graveyard, like a Meteor Golem, to help us with pesky cards. We got 4 Cryptic Caves. This is later in the game. We can draw off these lands. We can get rid of them. Interplanar Beacon. This is to help us gain life through playing our Planeswalkers. Radiant Fountain. I only put 2 in the deck because, again, this is supposed to gain us life. And Reliquary Tower because sometimes our library gets so big, our hand gets so big, that we don't want to discard any of the cards. In fact, one of the decks that we go bad against is discard and mill. So, let's go into Karn's sideboard. Karn's sideboard has Grafdigger's Cage. This is meant for the recursion decks, like Luris, for example, and Ugins and stuff like that. Sorcerer's Spyglass to deal with any kind of Planeswalkers or any of activated abilities are just annoying. 2 Steel Overseers. I put this in the sideboard rather than the main board because I only have 2 right now crafted. But you can put this in the main board and cut out the Meteor Golems and put them in the sideboard. But I feel like them in the these Steel Overseers in the sideboard really helps with if our opponent is going wide. So that way we have big blockers to block our wide opponent. Chromatic Lantern. This is to help with a card later in the list of Karn, so I'm just going to keep going. Helm of the Host. This also helps with another card later in the list, but it also helps with dealing... Like, you could put this on Meteor Golem and have repeated destruction. Mystic Forge. This just helps us play the artifacts off the top of our deck if we need to. This is what the Chromatic Lantern pairs well with. It's Skulless Tireless Pilgrim. It basically lets us play anything for cheap. We got the one Forsaken Monument, like I told you. Mishra's Self-Replicator, because everything is a historic spell and it only costs 1 to self-replicate. This is a good way to make more copies of it. And it's better than the Sorcerer's Broom because we're not sacrificing that much. Chromatic Orrery is just a card that helps us with also Golos, but it also gives us a 5 mana card that we can just sink in. God Pharaoh's Gift. This is in case like our opponent is milling us. We have a way to recur our artifacts back onto the battlefield quickly. A Meteor Golem in the sideboard and a Platinum Angel. This is for mill decks. So if our opponent is beating us down too fast, we can play this and stop that plan. And that should be it. So go ahead and comment what's your favorite parts of this deck, or what would you change if it was you who built this deck, who built a colorless deck. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out for making future content like this. Make sure to also check out my other videos because I've been doing Commander some days, and those sometimes appear on this channel. And they're really interesting decks. I think next week we're going to be doing a kind of Pirates. I'm doing a Pirates command deck based on Pirates of the Caribbean. So, it's a movie themed deck. So, let's get going, shall we? And we're going to play this in unranked first, so that way we get the feel of the deck. And then we'll switch over maybe halfway through the video, like if we get 3 plays in, we'll go over to ranked and see how we fare there. So let's get started with the Arcade 97. Alright. So this is a hand I would keep because we got Guardian Isle and we got Mind Stone. So what we normally do is Blast Zone, Burial Ruin, Guardian Isle. So Blast Zone turn 1, Burial Ruin turn 2, play Guardian Isle, idle, and just keep going. And not to mention we got Forsaken Monument, so if our opponent thought seizes us, we're okay. So go ahead and play Blast Zone, and we're going to play Stone Coral Serpent. Okay, so he'll probably take either the ramp or the other stuff. Yep, he took the ramp, which is fine. I think we take the one here. Alright, I'm going to play the Burial Ruin, followed by the Guardian Idol. And pass turn. Plays a Fable Passage. He cracks it. Remember, we don't have any basic lands in this deck. So, a Fable Passage for our deck really doesn't work. Okay. The Enforcer, I'm going to take the damage. Alright, so play Reliquary Tower and pass turn. Alright. Whisper Squad. So we're going to be running into Aluris, probably. Alright, I'm going to turn my Guardian Idol into a 2/2 to block the 1/1 cat. And then I'm going to use the Stone Coral Serpent. That will be fine, actually. We got a bunch of 2 costs and a bunch of 1 cost. So I think we'll exile. Okay, I think I got it. I'm trying to think of what we need to do. Alright, another Buried Ruin, which is fine. We're going to leave it on their turn, though. Go ahead and pass the turn. Pass. Alright, I think we just take the damage here. There's no real risk. Cool, my turn. Great. I'll go ahead and play Cryptic Caves and play Forsaken Monument. That way we can block at least a creature next turn. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we'll be fine. I like my Mind Stone back, though. Yeah, that's fine. With our deck, that's actually fine for us. So we'll block the 2/3 then. Alright, cool. Alright, we got a Karn. That's good. So we technically have... I'm going to go ahead and play Mind Stone now. And I think it's okay for us to lose this one, the Blast Zone. Because we have a bunch of 1-mana cards that we have to destroy now, or else we're going to lose. And now this slows down our opponent too, which is good for us. And we're going to go ahead and pass the turn. And next turn we're going to play Ugin. Yep, cool. We slow down our opponent. Nice. Alright, go ahead and play Mind Stone. That way we can gain more life. Alright, we're going to go ahead and play Karn. We're going to go ahead and -2. And we're going to grab... Which one do we grab here? This one's the real question. Oh, we can also grab stuff from Exile. Nice! I forgot that wasn't even an ability. Okay, so my guess is this is a Lurrus deck. So I'm actually going to grab Grafdigger's Cage. Because there's a lot of 1-drops and 2-drops that can really affect this opponent. And we're gaining so much life that we're actually doing better. And plus every opponent likes attacking this Karn. Because, well, he can give tremendous value to decks like this. And you can't! Yay! See? Made the right call. Because I thought he was going to have a Lurrus. Because if we look at his graveyard here, we can see all 1-drops and 2-drops. And this 2-drop and this 2-drop. So we can see that he's going to be trying to recur as many, like, 2 CMC or less creatures as he can. And I think that's why I grabbed the Grafdigger's Cage. I forgot all about that card, honestly. How he played. So let's go on to round 2 of the Artifact Party. And we're just waiting for our next opponent, which is Gyovic. Okay, this is actually a good hand if we can get Karn to stick. So I'm going to keep it. Hopefully he doesn't have a Thoughtseize. Most decks nowadays are not running Thoughtseize, so... Because Historic is all about fun jank. Alright, Cryptic Caves. Alright, apparently our opponent is taking his wacky tobacco break. So let's see what he does. Oh, I was wondering if our opponent... we're not going to win this one. this deck sucks against Goblin decks. Because, remember, we don't have any board wipes. So, it's going to be very slow. It's a very slow deck that really needs these ramps in order to make it. Okay, so my opponent is just slow bowling. I'm going to go ahead and play Radiant Fountain now. That way we gain a few life. And then play Guardian Idol. This way we have at least 4 mana coming into turn 2. I'll take the one. I mean, turn 3, sorry. That's cool, because I can play... Do I want to play Karn or Mindstone here? And then play... I'll play the Mindstone. I think that's our smarter choice. Play Mindstone. Cast a 3-drop Stone Coil Serpent, and pass the turn. That way we can have protection. And then hope for another mana or at least another ramp. Uh-oh. Here we go. And he's going to grab Muxus. Watch. Watch. He's going to do it. Oh my god. Alright, so we'll play Karn since we did not grab another mana. Let's try to find something. We need a ramper. It's too bad we can't grab the Forsaken Monument, because that would be way too slow for us. So I think we have to go for... what's that card? I can't remember what its name is. Not Grafdigger's Cage. Actually, wait a minute. Grafdigger's Cage may help. No. It doesn't. That could help if I had 1 extra mana. They're not casting it. Sure, let's grab Grafdigger's Cage, I guess. See if it works. I don't know. I think it doesn't, but I'm kind of like in the 50% thinking it doesn't work that way. So, if it doesn't, oh well, we tried. You know, I'm not expecting much. Oh, good. Alright. So we're actually going to slow his progress down a little bit. And I'm going to block the Prospector. Oh yeah, that's right. This card actually does hurt our deck. I forgot all about that card. The Goblin Trashmaster. Oh well. Alright, Ugin. And we're going to create a spirit token, because if we don't, we're not going to have enough resources for protecting Ugin. So I'm just going to wait it out. Alright, he has 5 mana. He's probably going to play Goblin Prospector followed by Muxus, is what I would do. But I don't know the rest of his hand. Yep, here we go. Alright, hopefully it's not that bad. Okay, it's not that bad. Good. We didn't get a ramp. We didn't get a haster, which is good. Now what you should do absolutely here is go ahead and attack Ugin. Yep. Because this forces me to block. Or, okay. That's, oh, I understand what he's doing. So he's going to sacrifice one of his goblins. I would sacrifice the Prospector, though, to take care of the 3/3. So that way, either I have to block with the 2/2, or lose everything. What? Oh, he's going to just deal with it. Okay. That's fine. I mean, at least I can create a 2/2. Alright, I'm going to play Interplanar Beacon. I'm going to go ahead and create that token, play a Guardian Isle for 0, and then play Meteor Golem to destroy. I don't think he's a threat, really. So I'm actually going to destroy Krenko here. Because Krenko can create more stuff, and he has to now get rid of Krenko. That is fine. And now he's going to be forced with trying to deal with Ugin. Or trying to grab Muxus again. Or a Haster. Probably. I think the Haster would be a better choice. Let's see if he gets a Hasty Goblin. Really? Why Wily Goblin? That's a little bit of a weird choice. I would have gone with a Haster. Because it's more damage to the board. I think we just let this go. Yeah, we just let this go. Which is fine for us. Alright, now we're going to crack this artifact. I think probably because he's trying to deal with all my artifacts, that the Trash Master is actually looking really good right now. Which is going to be the next target I'm going to take out. Oh. Hopefully I can get that 1 extra mana. Or hopefully he doesn't destroy my artifacts. Oh, okay. Alright, so we don't get anything. So I'm going to go ahead and play Mirror Golem. To deal with the Trash Master. Because I think now is the perfect time to get rid of him. Because yes, he can destroy all my ramp spells and that's fine. And my blockers. But it's slowing him down now. Alright, let's see. Okay. I think we take the 6 here. I'm going to go ahead and block the goblin. That's fine. In fact, I did want him to do that because we got this beacon. And we can get rid of everything on his board next turn. Alright, perfect. So I'll go ahead and play the beacon. I'll go ahead and play Ugin. Man, my opponent likes wasting time. And if he deals 1 damage, I think I'm fine. Ugin can die if he needs to. Alright, and pass turn. So now we're actually fighting back. Okay, cool. Ugin's now dead, and now he has to restart. Franco. Go ahead and play Mind Stone then. Play Karn. Because we need to gain as much life as possible. I'm going to go ahead and plus up Karn, so that way we can see if we can't get anything else. Give me a Karn or a Serpent, please. I would suggest the Serpent, because at least the Serpent, you know that I can't grab anything. So Karn would be a better pick here for my opponent. So that way he can't attack in. And pass it. Oh, that's fun. Thanks. Oh well. At least it's just 2. Yes, we're destroying as many of these goblins as we can. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and -1 to grab the Karn, which I think is a smart decision. And it forces him to start going after my stuff rather than focusing on my life. So I can't grab that. I think we grab the Mystic Forge. I think that's our answer. Grab the Mystic Forge so that way we can just start popping off. Because I think we need to reach an Ugin. It's either that or Forsaken Monument, but I don't think Forsaken Monument is the right pick here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the Mystic Forge. Okay. And just to block more things, we're going to go ahead and play this. So, Ugin's actually going to be a very good card for us, because then we can just pop the Krenko. Because we really need to get rid of that Krenko before we can even do anything. This has been a good game, really. I actually didn't think we would stand a chance. Because depending on our ramp, if, let's say, he thought better about his trash mat. Oh, no. Come on. Okay, not that detrimental. Actually, maybe more detrimental than I'm thinking. Yep. because I think he's just going to go all face. Yeah. Let's see. If I block 2 of these, I take more than enough. Yeah, because that's 7 times 3 already is 21. Good game. There you go. Give him a good game. Because we both did fight hard. It's just in the end, I couldn't deal with the Cranko. The Cranko did me in. Which I think is fine. Because we managed to slow down a very aggressive deck. Yeah. We couldn't grab Platinum Angel. Yeah, I think that was the best choice for us, actually. Because even if we crafted a 2/2, we couldn't grab anything. Yeah, that was the best choice for us. Alright. Alright, so this is a ramp deck. I haven't dealt with ramp decks yet, so I don't know how this is going to fit. Okay. We're going to go ahead and play Radiant Fountain. I think this may be a Walls deck. Like a Toughness Matters deck. Or it may just be a simple ramp deck. Yep. It's Toughness Matters. We're going to go ahead and play the Juggernaut. I mean, I've never played against this deck before, so I'm very curious how I would win this one. Ooh. That's bad. But you still made 4 mana, so... Yep. There it is. I don't think we take the 22. We're gonna have to block it. Blast Zone. I think we're dead either way. Yeah, we're dead. Wow. Okay. Yeah, a Walls deck is really good for this one. Alright, so we're just gonna stay in play. Because I think right now even play is kind of harsh. Alright. So right now we went 1 for 2. I think... I don't know. What other card could we add? Or what can we get rid of? Maybe the Chromatic Lantern. You know what? I'm going to take a risk. We got all like 1 drops, 2 drops, and 3 drops. I'm going to take a risk. And we're going on the offensive, so we can draw into another land if we need to. Alright. I'll take the 2. Oh, good. Play the Guardian Idol. That way we can start getting into that ramp. I think by turn 5 we should be online. Which is sad, but... we have to block. I'm going to block the 3/3. Alright, we got some life. I'm going to produce a big body. I think that's our smarter choice. Because I think right now... does he have an Embercleave? That's the real question. Oh, good. I think we can make it out alive. We're going to have to ditch our Guardian Isle, though. Maybe? Yeah, I think we have to ditch our Guardian Isle. Which sucks, but... it's the only way to... actually, no we don't. Meteor Golem. Because we don't have enough lands either way. And play a 1/1 Stone Coral Serpent. Help with surviving. Okay, Robber of the Rich. So he's going to be taken from our deck. Cool. Okay, that's bad. And we're dead. Cool. Yeah, we just... I got too greedy. That was the main problem. I got too greedy. I should have immediately mulliganed this hand. Oh well. Alright. One more game. But in more capable hands, I think this would work better. Alright. Nice game. Let's see if we can at least get 2 wins. He swored. Alright, let's see if we can do it. Alright, this can work. This can work because we can play Mind Stone and we're going on the offensive. The only problem is we'll have to be cautious about decks that go fast. Alright, so we got a Stone Coil Serpent on turn 1, which is good. Alright, so we're playing against a Sultai deck. Go ahead, Thoughtseize away. Karn would be a good pick. Yep, he went for Karn the Great Creator. I'm going to go ahead and play Mind Stone. Okay. Our opponent still doesn't have a card. Okay. Thoughtseize again. Forsaken Monument, probably. Okay. That's fine. I think I'm okay with that. Alright. Radiant Fountain. Followed by Karn. That way, because he's probably going to give me more land or more ramp. This way I can at least get to that. Oh, cool. He has to give me more ramp. Yeah, I would give myself Guardian Idol too. Keep hitting him for once. That way when he plays Ugin, I mean not Ugin, Uro, we can stop him. I wish for Magic the Gathering Arena they had printed Waste. Because, well, right now we're in Zendikar. So I would love to see, like, Waste. But. Alright, Growth Spiral. Nice. Alright. Interplanar Beacon. I'll go ahead and, actually, go ahead and plus up. See what we can get. Alright, so land or land. Which land do you want to give me? Nice. Man, I love our picks right now. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, I think we just go ahead and attack. Because we got Ugin next turn. Sure, you can kill Karn. That is fine. Alright. Oops, I miscounted. That is fine. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and discard. Whoops. Hit the wrong thing. Go ahead and discard the Juggernaut. Because we need more power on the board. And then after saying I need more power on the board, do not even try to convert Guardian Idol into a creature. You know, stupid me. Okay, Extinction Event is fine. Probably odd. Okay. Cool. Alright, Hedron Archive is really good. And I'm going to tap this land, this land, this land, and this land to cast it. Alright, cool. And then I'm going to pass the turn. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I have the Burial Ruin, and I can easily like grab whatever card I want out of my graveyard and can recast it. And I'm probably going to go for the Forsaken Monument. That way to basically extract some of that removal. Or just play an Ugin. Because they'll probably think that this is the Ugin and counter that Ugin. Nice. Keep attacking him with the 1/1. Whoops. I accidentally hit the wrong button. Nice. So he's now tapped out. Let's play an Ugin. Back to negation again? Nice. That's fine. At least you can't do anything. Alright, cool. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and play Forsaken Monument then. And then play Mind Stone. And then play Hedron Archive. And I'm going to go ahead and attack. And end the turn. Because since he was tapped out, I was tapped out, and I think he has 2 more. It's less likely that he has another Pact of Negation. So, and plus, this forces him to have to deal with either Stone Coral Serpent or the Forsaken Monument. There. What you got? Probably escaping Uro. Okay. I understand why he's doing that. Go ahead. Go ahead. Nice. Anything else? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and crack our Hedron Archive to draw 2 cards. Okay, that can really help. Here's a Blast Zone. A Meteor Golem. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so 2, 4, 6, 8. Since now he just basically left himself prone for me to play at 10-10. So now he has to play removal in order to get rid of that 10-10. Which is very good for us. Yeah, I think this is the last one we're going to be doing because this match is running a little bit too long. So let's see what our opponent does. Alright, Hydroid Crisis for 6, that makes sense. Want to be able to deal with that Hydroid Crisis. So we got 3 and 2, that's fine. Alright, pass. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and crack Mind Stone. This gives us an extra card. Alright, Reliquary Tower, nice. And Hedron Archive, great. So I'll go ahead and play the Hedron Archive. I'll go ahead and crack that Hedron Archive that I just drew. Alright, Ugin is actually very good here. Nice, okay. So we're going to go ahead and destroy the Uro. Play a Zirakoth. Attack with a 10-10. And then enter. Alright, what are you gonna do, opponent? Yeah, Ugin makes sense. Okay. probably destroying either my Ugin or the 3/3. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Alright, we win! Alright, so that is my Colorless artifact deck, and I will be seeing you next time. Bye!